So my thing, I actually brought a few to give out, is this bag? No. Is this.
Again, it's the first. It's the
No.
first time on the show that audio equipment has gotten recognition applause. So you have to describe it, right? So say
Yeah.
what it is for people who are
Okay.
just listening.
In the little history of this was, first of all, this became a status symbol for for us that had our own world and our own collection of 45s. We'd walk around with a little box with all the 45s in it, and you'd have this 45 adapter. The 45s had a hole in the middle. So in the 40s, before 1948, they were all just there were spindles. There were records that were 78. They were 10-inch records. Then they, in the late 40s, they invented the 33 and a third.
The LP.
The LP. But then, in the early 50s, they invented the 45. And so some of these record players only had the spindle, but they had the ability to play 3 different speeds. So my mother had a phonograph player, and it just had the spindle. So when I first got a couple of records, I think it was Why Do Fools Fall in Love by Frankie Lyman.
Great record.
And I remember trying to center it on the, and basically, and it went, could you do that a little louder? And it was warped. But then the first person, I did a little research on this, was Webcore, and they made this metal one. Remember this one? And the problem was that in order to get it on the 45, you had to bend the 45 and slip it in. It has 4 prongs as opposed to what they wound up with 3. And you'd put this in the center of a record, but you couldn't get it out. So in order to get it out, you had to break the record.
All right.
So then, let's see. Randy,
No, this is like archaeology. It's like digging through these layers.
I'm gonna make Randy a presentation of this.
Oh, thank you. It's a beauty. It's orange. Thank you. Thank you, Kenny.
Okay. So basically, this adapter was sort of like you'd go to a party. The adapter was there, and they put on a song like 1,000 Miles Away by the Heartbeats. And if the adapter was right, it played perfectly. And then the girls were on one side of the room, all the guys were on the other side of the room, and the record would come on, and you'd get up, and you'd start dancing with a girl, and you'd start sweating. And
The 45 adapter, because the 33 and the 78 spindles real little, like a quarter of an inch, and the 45 adapter is like what, more than an inch and a half. It's a physical separation between music for old people and music for young people.
very good. Yeah,
Right?
yes.
These 2 worlds. It's the
Yes.
invention of teenagers. It's the invention of youth. It's over here is sex and good times. Over here is like being at home with your folks. It's this physical thing.
These were ours.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. The way the music was yours or ours. Ours.
Right. So this lasted from 1950 to the middle of 1980. They would make 20 million of these a year, and then in 1985 they made 0, and it was over. But it lasted
happened?
for 30 years.
Why 85?
Because there were no more 45s.
Oh, that was.
They probably had 8 tracks by then, or
Well, that was just a
cassettes
dark
and-
moment in all our history.